Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays XCOM 2. Last mission, really good. Pretty much flawless, except for the whole part where we lost our best, and also our only Reaper. So that's more of like, you know, memorial sort of fallen soldiers. She was on 15 missions, 53 kills. She died to the Andromedon cannon after doing 662 damage. Change epitaph. Sit yourself down. Can you just shut up, Resistance Radio? This is a moment with some decorum. So, I mean, I lost her. She died. I don't feel great about it. It's by far, like, almost more than all of our other units that have gone on missions combined. I don't even count these two, because I'm pretty sure that they died in the tutorial. Anyway, get out of here. And also sit myself down. We should really do a covert action to get another Reaper. Mox is going to be devastated. I just can't even bring myself to tell him. What do you mean? Time to investigate 7 days. Your reward is a gorilla op.
Had they not fallen by your hand, it was surely
Doesn't even seem like it makes any dang sense. Give me these Illyrium crystals. We got to do this facility mission at some point as well. I mean, I guess we don't have to, but we have it available in case things get a little, you know, too close for comfort. Okay, so we have a black market available, which we should probably get. I guess that means that dark event is over. We got 12 ability points. That's good. Josh has been promoted despite never being out on a mission. Reapers, excuse me. Give Reaper, please. Give Reaper. Guess we should hunt the chosen assassin here. You know what? We got some wounds. We really want to knock out this chosen, though. Let's improve combat intelligence. Ability points will match the new combat intelligence. Manufacture upgrade. Superior weapon upgrade. It's not bad. Facility lead. We don't need supplies. Get a resistance contact. If you interact, your life is on contract. William Thompson, congratulations, welcome back. You know what? You can go out on another mission with J. Smith OTI. Throw 25 supplies in there. Now we just got a high risk of one of you being wounded, but you guys never go out on missions anyway. So we're doing this so we can make contact and just stay one step ahead of the, Avatar project. Now, we do have a bond. Sinvicta and Mathas Games. It takes them out of commission for 3 days, so I'm not going to do it yet, because I want Zhang to be ready. I want to have, like, one high-level ranger ready to go on every mission, because they're extremely important. I don't care about supply income at this point. Supply income is, like, I wouldn't say irrelevant, but not that relevant. View mission. We get an engineer, 70 intel, 7 enemies. There's an enemy unknown. That's terrifying. I'm trying to think of what enemies are even left at this point, and I'm coming to the horrible conclusion that there are gatekeepers, which are the big orbs that are extremely annoying, and there are sectopods, which are big robots that are extremely annoying. So let's take a look at this. We should take, I mean, we gotta take a big squad here. We definitely need to take a specialist as well. So we're gonna take, oh man, this is tired. We got kind of like a dampened roster right now. Austin, did I give you hacking protocol or haywire protocol? I did. Okay, so you can go on this mission. That's fine by me. Austin has a bond with Nick. That means Nick has inherited this mission. Rob has a bond with Fox, who is shaken and cannot go on this mission. So we will send Mary Murphy. We'll send Sinvicta without a bonded member. This Scilab has got to get built, dude. Because we're sending, like, all of our remaining soldiers. This is, like, our remaining A-team soldiers. And it's a very difficult mission, so I kind of wanted to go for it. But, okay, make items available. Make weapons available. Make armor available. We probably should have revitalized. Never mind, we shouldn't have, because we're, like, out of cores. So, let's start here. Austin, you're going to be the shooter, I think. You take scope, advanced laser sight, or laser sight. I mean, I don't know how many plasma rifles we're sending out here, so you should absolutely take the Skulljack. And then, I guess a medical kit wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Because you are the medic. And we only have one specialist. Okay. Now, Nick. You can roll the, Oh, Dan already has the Shadow Keeper, but which one of you is more pistol-oriented? Nick is more pistol-oriented, so we gotta go to Daniel here. We say, hey, Dan, I'm not gonna, you know, insult you, but you definitely do not need to take the better pistol. But we can give that to our pistolier here. In keeping with that, Nick should probably... I mean, I'm just gonna give him, like, a nanoscale vest and maybe a smoke grenade or something like that. He can always move and then throw the smoke grenade. Now, Captain... Wait, we gotta change his gun possibly, too. Beam auto pistol is fine. Plated Templar armor, it doesn't really matter, I think. Might be good to give you the Mind Shield. Mind Shield! No, Nick needs a better gun if he doesn't have one. He might already have the, no, he does not have the Advanced Gauss Rifle. Alright, so Invicta's got the axes, which is good. He's got the... I mean, he's pretty much equipped the way we want him to be equipped. One of our... Oh, no, we're only taking one Grenadier. Well, let's go through Dan's stuff quickly here. Someone's got to take a Mimic Beacon is basically what it comes down to. I don't really want it to be Dan because his damage output is really strong. But the thing is, if we give Rob the heavy suit, he gets armor, but he loses a slot. So I think we actually are just not going to give that to him this time. And the Plasma Grenade is fine, but like we'll go Flashbang actually instead. Because if there's codexes, there's not going to be codexes. We saw in the Shadow Chamber, it said no codexes, but still, it's like a get out of jail free card. We have like very limited explosive power, but I think we gotta kind of try this. Let's just make sure Rob has an appropriate weapon. He did not. We do have people equipped properly, right? Like nobody has the plasma cannon right now, or the plasma bolt launcher. But who would even take it in this situation? Like, probably Austin, but I like the idea of him having a plasma rifle for, like, more guaranteed damage output. And we're gonna give it a try. I mean, 8 enemies is nothing. Unfortunately, it pretty much comes down to being able to shut down either the Sectopod or the Gatekeeper when they show up. We'll see. This is no problem. The tunnel's under Novgorod. I've been there in GeoGuessr infinity times. We've done a lot of tunnel missions. This is where we fought the Sniper Chosen for like the second time. Now, I kind of like there's the elephant in the room of having lost a soldier last time. And a good soldier at that. And also the only soldier that was a Reaper for us. However, I'm actually mostly... I'm gonna move up a little bit just to see. I'm actually mostly content with how yesterday's episode went. I think we almost played right. The big problem ended up being... And, you know, a lot of people are probably going to disagree with this. And I'm always open. Like, I tend to be the kind of guy who, even if in reality, there might not have been that much of an opportunity for me to save Dragonova, it's always helpful, I think, to constructively kind of put that criticism on yourself.
We got something over here.
That way, if there's anything to learn from it, you try to learn from it. And, you know, it's a noble idea. Might not be... the fastest learner of all time. Shouldn't have moved Dan here, especially, but he was the furthest ahead, so I erred.
I've got enemy movement here.
Did you hear that? I heard like a gong. We should probably go off on these guys. I hear a sectopod. That's what scares me. But apart from the fact that Dragonova died, which is obviously not good, I think that the rest of the missions sort of went okay. Thought we played relatively well. Even though nobody died the first time, or nobody died on the first Chosen mission that we did, I thought the first Chosen mission actually went like a lot worse than the last one we did. So you should like almost never have units grouped up this close, but
Okay.
kind of feel like we're probably about to do an ambush, so. What does Dan have? What's his item is a plasma grenade. So we could actually have him, oh man, his grapple is horrible. He's just gonna chill there for now, probably. So we got Austin. I think we can't shoot yet. Because if we shoot, it's going to, if it triggers the sectopod, that's obviously horrible. So we basically have to leave Austin in a state where he's like ready to pop. I think we actually pop this pod without doing much of an ambush. Like, maybe we try something along these lines because it leaves Sinvicta's only, it leaves his attack action still open. So we'll throw an axe, trigger the pod, see if there's a sectopod. No sectopod yet. So we lose out on the Overwatch, which might have given us some free crit chances here, but we keep the flexibility of having the opportunity to do different things, like, you know, use our Mimic Beacon if things get too hot, for example. So Sinvicta is still, like, going strong here. There's, like, an easy run and gun, but we need to make sure the other units die if we're going to make that happen. Like, this is, it seems like a pretty good opportunity for Dan to use his plasma grenade if he can land it. But maybe we want to hold off on that for now. So there's no, we don't need to do much with Austin here that we were not considering previously. That's the Mimic Beacon. Now, you're kind of important for me here. I want to build some value. Now, Nick has Shadowfall, Face Off shoots at everybody in range. I think you should, like, start with Lightning Hands. It was a dodge, but it was also free. So Rob shreds armor. So I kind of like throwing this shot in here. But obviously, if it fails, we miss out on being able to use the Mimic Beacon, which sucks real bad. So I think then, I mean, but then if you have Nick do face-off right off the bat, it kind of stinks as well, right? Oh, Sinvicta does shredding as well. Okay, so here's how you do this. Sinvicta's gotta get to the point where you can, he's never, oh. I don't know. Actually, it's probably better to just have Sinvicta go for like some pseudo easy kills. I got ideas here. Okay, Dan, could you actually like land a good grenade here? This is big because I think I can get the chain reaction kills on Mary Murphy potentially. It didn't do any damage. In fact, now that guy has disappeared. Okay, well that seems right. Like I really want to shoot this guy. Are we going to? I don't know. We're about to find out. We do have vision again. And so does Nick, actually. Like, I really like this move. And the reason is, even though that didn't do much damage, the shred is key. We're kind of going for broke here. So now the next step is that we got Nick. He still only has 2 shots, which bums me out a little bit, but... we'll have Nick do a face-off Fire once at every visible enemy. That's real stupid. Nick, that was actually like a colossal failure that completely screwed over my plans. We still got Rob with that Mimic Beacon, though, which is an important part here. Do we still get the momentum action after that? Each melee kill grants an extra action, but with less damage. So maybe we don't want to do that just yet, actually. I don't know. This is tough. Because, like, we're definitely going to kill him. Then we could attack him. But I don't know if we get a momentum action after. I'm going to assume that we do. And let's give this a try. So this guy's 100% going to die. We also get the parry after this, which might save our use of the Mimic Beacon. Possibly. +1 focus. That's what I like to see. Dude, that's like... That's some loot. Oh, that's horrible. That's actually abysmal. Okay, so this is where, like... Wow, Austin doesn't even have a shot. This is horrible. Mary Murphy's still got stuff. So, I mean, Austin, you're like... You gotta try to ice this guy. Knock some people out.
How many's there now?
Robert is definitely throwing in the, at like 100% absolutely throwing in the Mimic Beacon here. The idea is maybe next turn Austin can get the hack on the Sectopod. Oh, she's going off now. She can also hold an extra focus point so she can get even stronger. Obviously, like, that's an Overwatch. Rob, like, I really wish it didn't have to be like this, but get that Mimic Beacon in here. We might actually be fine. We did manage to kill that whole first pod. You're too tall, dude. What's the game plan? You can't fit through that tunnel. This doesn't even make... Okay, there we go. Man, the infrastructure is just totally screwed here. So this is the strongest Mimic Beacon that has ever existed in planet Earth. Please live for one more attack. You know, honestly, like... The fact that we were able to mill out 2 attacks on that Nightmare turn is extremely good. Taking 8 damage is horrible, obviously, but...
This is getting dangerous.
Like, that could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. So, obviously we have to think intelligently about the way that we approach this. The first thing that I'm thinking is, obviously, our boy Sinvicta can probably do a lot of damage to the Stun Lancer. Dan might be more useful as a... I mean, that's pretty good. Dan might be more useful, though, as a kill zone sort of move here, but we pretty much have to try to shut down this Sectopod. Even if we only get 2 turns, that gives us 5 extra actions to deal with these other 2 enemies, and then we can just go off on the Sectopod. It's only a 58% chance to stun it, but you gotta try. Yeah, that's fine. We also got an achievement called Mech Lord, which I'm very happy about.
Hack the planet.
So, I mean, we could have gone for the 28% chance, and, you know, with that roll, we might have gotten it, but come on. Alright, so the next step is absolutely making sure that these guys die. Costs of focus. How much damage, how much extra damage do they take? 33. So instead, we would hit them with this, and then instead of... I don't know. Volt, like, pretty much sucks. Well, the thing is, like, somebody's got to get back there. Yes, like, somebody's got to murder the shield bearer, and the shield bearer has armor. It's kind of Sinvicta's job, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Dan only has a shot at 1 unit, so I actually kind of default to Nick in this situation. I'll look at this and I go, alright, who's Nick got a shot on? This guy. Uses a lot of ammo, but is guaranteed to hit the target. For 7 and 9. And this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 10 HP, so it'll never get the kill. So I think you'd try to maybe combine a little Sinvicta plus Nicholas on this one. Or, because Sinvicta is actually the biggest badass on our whole team, he could just handle it himself. Thankfully did not pop another pod. So we'd still have to crush this guy right here. And unfortunately, we cannot do so with a single Templar attack. It only does 7 to 8, and this guy has 10 HP. So somebody's got to juice him up a little bit. And I think it should not be Rob. I think it should be Nick. The reason for that is that Rob can shred armor. So I think Nick with his Shadowkeeper, we probably want to do it. And would we rather have more focus, or would we rather have Nick go into concealment? I think I'd rather have more focus. So I'm going to have Nick start here. We actually, I think, have handled... Oh, and plus it got the ability point. We've handled this, I think, like about as well as it could have gone. She critted anyway. And then, you know, parry up. So now she's got 3 focus, so I'm thinking like her future attacks are just going to destroy. Now, Daniel, you got a great opportunity to use Deadshot, but first, you know, why not have Rob shred a little armor? We also want to make sure maybe Sinvicta's not standing right under this thing that's probably about to explode. So, yeah, use Deadeye. 11 damage. Very nice. Still gonna be enemies. Like, this is only 6 and there were supposed to be 8 on the mission, so still gotta be a little careful, of course. Just have Sinvicta move far enough away that he wouldn't be caught in the explosion. I thought that was a miss and I was extremely unhappy. Let's have Dan get the kill. And everybody, slow your roll. Honestly, for a first deal with the Sectopod, I gotta say, I don't think that went too badly. Especially considering we kind of got like a suboptimal squad loadout. That sounds like Advent. If we have 2 more Advent troopers, we're 1 quadrillion % set. We haven't even used any explosives up to this point. I think. No, we used Dan's explosive, which actually did hit. Despite the fact that I was making fun of him. So, I mean, if we don't have vision, Dan should run in so he has a chance to maybe have squad sight next turn. Similarly, like, everybody should sort of run in here. Only Mary Murphy's been hurt.
I'm all over it.
Not necessarily 100% ideal, but as long as we can keep her from dying, I'm happy. She really needs to attack so that she can get the parry up every single turn. But now with 3 focus, I'm actually interested to see what happens. One thing's for sure, I would really prefer not to lose a Templar and our only Reaper so close together. Okay, we got our troops.
Advent troop spotted.
It's a priest and a shield bearer walk into a bar. So Austin's kind of got a get out of jail free card here with his skull mine. If it works. It's not really a get out of jail free card because it's, you know, a complete risk, but... Alright. You kind of look at this one, I think, and you go, Nick's got a free shot. So you always take that free shot first. Why not? 3 damage is about as okay as you could expect. And then, why not do something like hail of bullets, dude? Guarantee the hit at least. Didn't quite get the kill, but obviously, like, our Templar now can get a guaranteed smack in there very easily. For 3 damage. And then parry the next attack. So I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. And then the other thing I'm thinking is, I mean, we got to put Sinvicta close enough to get some damage on the body here. Dan also has moves. I mean, if Dan could get the kill, it doesn't look like he can do much else. So if Dan could get the kill there, that would be fine. This is your moment, Daniel. Look at this move. Who needs a 47% chance? Oh, I mean, you gotta go for the high damage here. How could you not? Give him the chance to be the hero we know he can be. Wow.
I got nothing.
You've let me down for the last time. Okay, don't be totally stupid. You know you still, like, have a mimic beacon. Oh, we have. Sorry, you don't have the mimic beacon is what I mean to say. Literally the exact opposite of what I said. So this is as close to a guaranteed kill as Sinvicta's ever had in his entire adult life. That was actually brutal. And then, oh, I thought you were the Templar. That's my mistake. Get absolutely sliced. Excuse me? Oh, because of the whole... yes, okay, my mistake. I believe this is the end of the mission now, as soon as this priest decides to finish. Oh, we still have to make it to the exit? I doubt... Well, you know what? I was gonna say, there could be reinforcements. Oh, yeah, of course. Just dropping them right there.
Firebrand is setting up for evac. We've got multiple contacts closing on your position.
Is that another resist? Hold position. Hold position. Okay, so these are 2 different things. You should Overwatch. Basically, you should get in a position to ice these dudes as soon as they come out.
Whatever you say.
You should pretty much just hunker. Sinvicta, I'm kind of surprised that, like, did you get a free action from the bonus action chance? This guy came out of nowhere. I don't know what you are. Alright, so I want 1 unit to die to Overwatch. That'll do. Haywire Protocol is probably off of cooldown. We still have the Frost Bomb. I think we took a Frost Bomb at least. What do you mean alien activity? How do you get a free action? You just spawned?
Their numbers increase.
Their numbers increase. Shut up, you Valen wannabe. I hate that I have to take a turn there. I'd much rather just have Nick use, like, lightning hands to ice some fools, but let's see. So Austin does have Haywire Protocol available. Seems like an extremely... Like, as far as I'm concerned, stunning the unit... That's pretty dumb of me. Oh my god. Okay, so that's an extremely lucky break. And now he doesn't have Haywire Protocol. Pardon me? Well, he can always give an extra move to Nicholas, but... Dude, that bums me out, because, I mean, it was like an obvious turn. We actually did not take a Frost Bomb. Well... It's a bit dicey. She's a bit dicey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, you gotta try. You got the parry after it anyway. To knock 1 unit out right off the get-go is a pretty big start, especially because I lost Austin by being a fool. So we pick up the kill. Parry any incoming damage. Now we look at this and go, is there any chance that my boy Nicholas can just absolutely destroy? And we gotta hope that the answer is yes. So here's what I think you do. Sinvicta comes over here. And he's gotta unload on this guy. A crit would be infinity out of 10. Still, you shredded, and the shred was necessary. Austin has Gremlin heal. Roberts, I mean, with the plasma grenade, you could sort of like... Something like that looks good, except it also destroys Sinvicta's cover. maybe not as good as I originally thought. You don't even talk to me, Sheldon Cooper. Just hide. So we got Nick. Fire once at every visible enemy. Might actually be smart because he's got no load time. 50, 100. So Nick could fire once at every visible enemy and then fire his pistol once at this dude again. Let's give that a shot because I'd really like him to kill the priest and save me some time. Wow, he's a god. Missed the priest. That's okay, but also, like, I wish that it weren't the case. It's like, I really don't want to leave Sinvicta out of cover. But Robert getting 2 kills off of this is really, really, really nice. But then, how do you save... How do you save anybody else, right? Like, I gotta think about this Archon, too. Like, we don't have vision, but if he, like, flies over here, we might. But what else is Dan gonna do? Like, Dan could ice a unit. That's no problem. We want him to get the kill, though, if possible. Austin's got, like, nothing. But if there's only 1 unit left, he doesn't really have to do a gremlin heal. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Blow this popsicle stand. Maybe the cover will survive. Hopefully the cover doesn't explode. I don't know if they make these subway ticketing machines out of explosive materials. There's reinforcements dropping down right on top of us. Dan got knocked down into a position where he could land a shot. That's silly, but also hilarious. I mean, he kind of needs to overwatch, but he's also flanked. So that basically means... You know what? This Archon, it's going to shoot at our Templar. We're going to have Dan take the highest T move conceivable. And kill zone on the reinforcements who land here. Because it's 10 times cooler this way. Well, he got a kill. Is it worth it? Possibly not. Because this guy's coming over. Austin, you gotta somehow cripple him. Dan and Sinvicta. Or possibly our resistance contact. So clearly we should not have done what we did. Now keep in mind, this dude's on Overwatch. So we gotta handle him.
More of them join the fray.
More of them join the fray. Sinvicta does not trigger Overwatch. Austin does have Haywire Protocol. All is forgiven. So, I mean, he already hacked a total jerk this time. The Sectopod, he should be able to handle this guy right here. Stun it. 91. See? That's why I take the low percentage plays in very dire situations. So obviously, we want to dust that fool. You might as well. I mean, you don't have any value from an Overwatch.
This world is ours.
So let's have the Templar run back. 9 damage. Probably a Battle Frenzy right after is my guess. Nick should take this turn to reload. Doesn't have much to do after that. but still. The Archon has to die.
On the move.
Who's the man for the job? Usually Cine V's got a pretty good chance. He lived. Not happy about that.
Toss me some ammo.
That's he got a free action. Much more happy about that. So unfortunately, you got 2 HP. I'm just gonna have you ice him. Unfortunately, Sinvicta definitely has to reload for the next turn.
Hostile target down. Got ammo here.
Rob is the first shooter because he's shredding the armor. We don't need this guy to die this turn. In fact, an Overwatch might be more appropriate, but I would much rather just like clear him off the map if possible. You continue to hunker, please. You will parry. We got Nick and we got Dan. Feel like with 1 turn left. What if we ice him with Nick? Wow, it actually worked.
It's dead.
And then with Dan here, you probably have him. The thing is,
Locked and loaded.
if you have him Overwatch, then he has to reload and pistol next turn. I'd much rather have him do a pistol Overwatch.
There, the Elder's slaves.
2 basic units. Nothing to concern ourselves with at the present moment. No Overwatch. Oh, wait, we got a little Daniel Overwatch. That's actually amazing. You basically guarantee to kill because the Templar can land. In fact, the Templar might be able to just use Reaper here.
They've bolstered their
Firebrand
numbers.
is in position for the extraction.
We might actually just be able to escape instead. Everybody's close enough to this. Don't make me laugh.
It looks like they're running out of reinforcements. Let's get moving before that changes.
Here I come. Moving out.
Look at that. Okay. Not a 100% successful mission, but a relatively okay mission. Couple of wounds.
I'm gone.
The one on Dan is the only one that is like
Firebrand has the
a surprise to me. I pretty much deserved the other one on Mary Murphy for triggering a pod accidentally. We got the intel. We got the engineer.
excellent work out there.
Take mission photo. Heroes of West Asia. Look at that. About 2 frames a second. That's the money maker. Heroes of West Asia.
Fellows,
Unite!
I come
I am Thor, son of Odin,
fortunate.
the hero of West Asia.
Yet another deadly assault by the murderous force.
I am hoping for like 3 promotions. 1 promotion? I mean, she crushed it, no doubt. She has 26 action points. Oh. No. Arc Wave, absolutely. And then a free 12-point action. Switch locations with an enemy unit. Lightning Hands, nah, it's not that good. Fire once at every available enemy, nah. Raise focus, deflect. When the Templar is focused, there's a chance to deflect incoming shots, completely avoiding the damage. Let's do it. Free action. Everybody else, you're making me a little upset with your combat intelligence, but that's okay. Look at that. Free engineer. Thank you, sir. We will put you on reducing the excavation time. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.